When you walk in the room, it's still, and you can't see nobody else. I'm not the only one who feels the switch inside my body change. Oh, I just want you to myself. You to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are, but now our dinner plans run late, and I know your mother raised you right, so I don't you rise, and now and then can't help but wish this life was just the two of us. Oh, I just want you to myself. 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 You call to say that you will make it over to my place tonight. The office got you working late, and when you're off, you'll be too tired. I don't wanna make a scene. You're just so good at what you do. It's selfish of me to think you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself.
of sunshine and not a lot of rain. A whole lot of happy and not a single tear on my face. Pockets overflowing with what I need today. Doesn't mean that it's easy.
Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome to the grand finals of ILG Cup Season 3 PUBG Mobile Minor number 3. I'm Shade Slayer and I'll be your caster for this 3-map grand final. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be out of this world. We have some amazing squads in the finals. And it all comes down to this. Who's gonna walk away with those 2 qualify slots and a share of the 25,000 rupee prize pool that is up at stake. We have Blur Officials, God's Reign, Reflex, Dynamic Gaming, Team Beyond Infinity, Megastars, Death Squad, Team Cloud, Global Esports, Learn From Past, God's Wraith, Entity Gaming, The Nefarious Mob, Spite of Faith, Mamba Esports, and NX2 in the server. It's gonna be absolutely explosive. Let's have a look at the flight path, and it's gonna be starting from Stolber, moving all the way north of Quarry and out. So some of the places, of course, like Military Island, probably not going to be in contention unless you want to drop in and around Quarry, find yourself a vehicle and then drive across the bridge, maybe catch a boat up at Ferry Pier and head over to Military Island. But that's a pretty risky move if the circle does not move towards the southern part of the map. If you have northeast northwestern circle, that means you're gonna have far lesser amount of time to loot in that first phase. And looking at the spread of teams, there's a lot of teams heading in towards that western side near the shelter area. And I also see a lot of teams who are southwest of Pochinki right now. 2 squads heading in that direction. We've seen a slight split come in eventually. Gods decide to go far west while NXT decide to drop in towards Primorsk. Entity did go Yasnaya yesterday, and that's where they'll be heading today as well. Let's have a look at what Neyu is up to. 2 squads were very close to each other. In fact, their squad number 16, that is Entity Gaming, as well as I believe that is squad number 9, Team BI. Not going to be too far away from each other's current position. Neyu, he's charging up and he's coming actually pretty close to where Team BI currently is. Oh, they would have heard him right now. Not sure if he's aware of the position here. And they're gonna keep charging up. There's Rohan towards the left side, so is Avitsar. Neyu gonna set himself up on this building while Team BI, they're actually gonna keep moving away from Entity Gaming right now, so should be a safer looting phase for both these teams. They do manage to split themselves up at least a little bit. And looking in fact back at the map, we do have two teams that have gone into the military island. Squad number 11, that is Death Squad, as well as squad number 14, Learn from Past to Novo. But lucky for them, the circle has stayed somewhat towards the center western part, and they only have a quick short rotate before they get into the first zone. So despite the time lost, they're going to be able to continue looting. In fact, one of the players from squad number 11, I believe that was Skills, he had to take a small deviation to try and avoid Umamba Esports, who were pretty much close to the bridge there is. That being said, let's look at what some of these teams are up to. Global Esports, of course, they've head in towards the Georgia Pole containers area. And Dakshinko, yesterday they had a slightly rough last game, I believe there was, where in fact it was GE who were put in under a lot of pressure. A couple of team fights back to back on Miramar. Lucky for them, it's KK just stepped up. What an absolute monster, just destroyed the entirety of Entity Gaming, who were charging into that shack, and does end up working out in their favor. Let's have a look at what Gods are up to. Gods Rex, seems like he's picked up a vehicle and essentially looking to find himself an isolated area to continue looting up. Squad number 18 as well as squad number 7, that is Spite of Faith as well as Reflex. They're very close to each other's position here in North George. We have Static as well as Tito. But just a couple of buildings apart. Snappy and Metallic on the far side. They're going to keep tabs on Static and Blood. Two players from squad number 18. I don't see anyone else though. And Metallic already going to be looking to jump in on top of the hill. And let's move over to Seal. Seal, they currently set up in Severny. We have actually, I believe that's three players there, and Max OP is actually on the street. He's moved out of Severny towards towards the eastern side rather, and he's looting pretty isolated away from the rest of his teammates. I think they're trying to maximize the amount of loot that each one will get in that stall bar area. And OGE, looks like they're looking to get into some action. They've spotted out a player from squad number 10. Mega VXTM, Mega Final Boss in this direction. I think they're going to look to jump in to the action. Shots being fired, and I want to keep my eyes peeled on Bope Dope, who's going to be driving in towards this general direction. He moves in and joins up with the rest of his teammates. Manu looking to work in on the tires. They managed to trash both the tires down. And that might be the sign here. They're probably just looking to get some long range poke. Daksh has taken a little bit of damage. Do they want to engage in though? They're going to be light on meds. And they're not really going to be able to replenish their armor if it does get tagged up very hard here. They've gone for a long rotate hard early on in the map. They move in towards somewhat center circle, and with that, still going to continue fighting this. We're going to keep our eyes peeled on how this fight is breaking out. It's KK. Not willing to budge for a second. What's happening here? Did they... Oh, Manu did charge in fact. And he ends up losing one player. Now they're going to drive in. Manu, oh, he gets completely flushed down, and GE, they're going to lose one player early. Mega final boss. Still shooting away. And they find Mega EXC. First knock comes in, but OP able to find one knock in, and they get two in fact. Oh no, it's going to be all down to Twister. And Twister gets cleaned up. Mega final boss wins that fight, and GE are the first team eliminated here in map 1 of the grand finals. It is a 3-mapper, so then still going to be in with a shot, but it's going to be a hard one moving ahead, considering the fact that they're going to have to probably get 2 chicken dinners here. But oh god, that was Manu. I mean, I absolutely love Manu for that. He's an absolute hardcore pusher if they've ever seen one. But unfortunately does not pay off in that scenario. Squad number 10 gonna pick up 4 kills and be in a good position moving ahead. We have a drop coming down as well. It is gonna be just on the southeastern part of the circle. It's north of farm, and it's gonna have an AWM with level 3 vest, level 3 helmet, level 3 backpack. Let's have a look at the circle and where the teams are currently placed. Most of the teams are already close to making it into the circle, if not in already. And most of them should have a safe path, and I don't see there being too much trouble for some of these squads to move in. UME though is coming dangerously close to where LEFP is. UME, they're gonna set themselves up on top of the hill. In fact, they see LEFP rotating in the distance, but I believe that they're a little too far away from reach, and it should be in an A-OK position. They're gonna actually just set up outside of Pochinki, while LEFP they continue to drive deep into the circle. They're going center circle by the looks of things. Center circle, I absolutely love that decision, especially map 1 of the grand finals. You're not under pressure to find kills. You want to find yourself a beautiful compound to hold, a safe compound to hold, and you want to work from that point on. Raise. Not sure if he spotted this, but squad number 14 have just pulled up into the squad house that is not too far away from his current location. Keeping a bird's eye view, see what squad number 11, Death Squad, are up to. They found themselves the compound with the broken walls here, way out in the open. Not the best of places to be if eventually we reach a situation where there's fire coming in from multiple directions. You're just gonna get third party, fourth party. You never really want to be in that dire situation at that point of time where it's gonna come down to nerves. It's gonna come down to if you're doing your basics right, if you're checking all the angles. But first circle, it's not really gonna be that problematic. I don't see too many squads. They're gonna spot the squads well ahead, and unless they have a death wish, they're not really gonna be moving in close. They can easily relocate to find one of the multiple compounds in this first circle that is uninhabited. Let's look at NXT and where they're up to. They're also heading into this cluster near Razhawk. There's quite a few teams in this general area. And they're going to be driving very close to where squad number 11 is on the opposite side. They've spotted one of the players was on top of the roof there. Shots being fired. And Satya is going to be under pressure. They've spotted another couple of players here. They can't stop this. They are split up 2-2. Squad number 11. What's the play here? Squad number 20 is just going to keep driving up. They don't want any part of this. GE. Saksham, like a part of God's Reign, squad number 6. As there's still shots being fired up at NXT. As we quickly move over, Saksham's gonna have a line of sight. Does he want to pull the trigger? Nah. He did have the M24. But it's only with the 3x. Maybe if he had like something like a 6x, he probably thinks about pulling the trigger there, but not the case. And squad number 20 gonna continue driving. Oh, Saksham gonna find one. They left themselves exposed there, and Saksham M24 finds one. Meanwhile, what's happening with Ghost? Ghost is going to get put under pressure as well. He does not know what to do at this point. He's going to get back into the buggy. Going to keep driving. Hope for the best. Cross his fingers in. It takes a little bit of time. He goes for a quick spin out as well. The tail spins away. And now Ghost is being shot in multiple directions. Oh no! When finds the shot in, and that's going to be Ghost going down. Havoc gonna be able to pick that up, and unfortunate there. They're gonna end up losing one player. Now Saksham is keeping tabs. Kislai ends up getting tagged, and that's gonna be quick. A couple of painkillers popped. Lucky for him, he had the level 3 vest, and he does get tagged on the chest with that M24. Sakshan still keeping tabs as Kislai as well as Safe. They're going to get into the buggy, and they're going to look to move out of this. Saksham, does he want to take a shot at this? They are in the open. He's going to elevate himself up, and yeah, I think that connected onto the wall there. And fortunate for Kislai, he's going to be in a position to safely move out of there. And UME, they've pulled up right next to where LEFP is, and that looks like that's a fight we're jumping into right now. They're not too far away from each other's positions. King Abru up on top of the roof here in the squad house. Couple of shots in this direction, and they're aware. Are we gonna see a full-blown engage? Only time will tell. But Entity Gaming, meanwhile, there's a fight happening here as well. They do manage to get the res onto one. Neyu actually ends up going down. Squad number 17. They're coming in. TNM, who I believe did take first position, the nefarious mob in the first match from second match yesterday, second semi-finals. They're going up against Entity Gaming. Quick heals back up. They've lost only the one. So in the grand scheme of things, this is still recoverable for Entity Gaming. Unfortunately, they weren't in a position to save Neyu. Naughty. Gonna look to push. Gatak. Full use of the TPP. And looks like he's gonna look to reposition. They've all positioned up here. Naughty, as well as the rest of TNM. They are positioned on top of the building, and Risk is actually just gonna keep firing away. We'll bring you an update on that if a fight resumes there, but we're gonna jump straight back in here to UME. UME versus LEFP. They are in lockdown. There's still no shots being fired. They're thinking about probably utility usage right now, and how they're going to work out of this current situation. God. Looks like they may be getting into an engage as well here up against squad number 5. That is Blur Officials. They did get the knock in onto Havoc. They're going to spend some time quickly looking for the res out. Is there a push? I believe they want to move in quickly. And ULLAH, he's at the compound wall, looking to see if he can spot anyone. He has himself the DP. What's the play here? He can't really push out in the open. He's going to leave himself exposed to Saksham, who's on the floor right now. Saksham, you're going to keep watching this. Mega Final Boss. Oh, he takes the knock from Jonathan from the far side. He does get some vision in on the player by the looks of things. And in the meantime, Paradox, they're also going to start getting pushed in on. There's a big clutter there. NXT, they end up having to go for this quick res here. Satya gets knocked in as 8-bit are also pushing in. Quick res coming off. Let's move back to Paradox. Paradox is in a tight fight, what looks like. Meanwhile, Entity versus TNM is still anybody's fight here. They did manage to get the knock in onto CG. Unfortunately, they didn't want to continue pushing this. That nade, if that nade connected, they probably go right there. And circle. It comes to a halt, perfect position. Meanwhile, Mega Final Boss has spotted out squad number 5. And he's going to continue to take shots in that general direction. Cloud is taking in a lot of damage. He manages to get into the circle. And can he get BI down? No, he can. That's the last remaining player there. And let's quickly move over. Mega Final Boss still continues to fire away. UME still looking at their neighbors here in a gridlock paradox. They did have the drop go down behind them, and they're probably going to end up spending a couple of seconds looking to pick that up. Magic just gonna keep taking TVP, and on the back lines I believe there's shots being fired as Saksham and the rest of gods, they're gonna look to move out. Same is gonna be the situation with TNM as well. They pick up the vehicles and they're gonna keep driving, and Entity unfortunately not gonna be able to take any shots at them. They do manage to get a slight tag in, but that should be TNM safely making their way out. And UME they're taking a few shots up at squad number 17. In fact, that was TNM who have pulled up on top of the hill right next to them, and they need to worry about another squad that will be coming behind them. Risk ends up going down. NXT was right there. They're going to blow up the tires and they're going to go in for this res. There's more shots being fired in this direction. Team BI has also moved into position. Let's see what's happening with them. Avitsar and Co. Havoc does end up actually in going down to the zone. So does Saksham. They end up staying really late. TNM being put under pressure. The tags from under the... Oh, wow. There's still a lot of pressure coming in. Let's look at Gatak, who's found himself a ghillie suit by the looks of things. Ooh, stealth. Needs to go for a quick play here. Dropping smokes in. One of his teammates has already taken the fall. It's a small circle. It's a tight circle. There are a lot of squads here. Let's look at what Skills is up to. He's actually moved up very close to where squad number 17 currently is. And there's shots being fired in that general direction. Will they be even able to pick up a vehicle and move out? I highly doubt it. Squad number 11 is actually going to try and wing this. They're going to look to drive away, but there's squads everywhere right now. They're not going to be able to find a safe spot in. Skills does catch up and he's going to hit the deck. Let's move over to CG. Shots being fired and he's gonna find Kesley. Can he get more though? The circle's pushing in and they're taking so much damage. TNM! They're getting shot from behind! From squad number 11, and it's gonna be Filthy Dark Lord, who's able to clean up. Meanwhile, UME, they're under some pressure as well. It looks like Magic manages to find a couple of kills for himself. Not sure if it was the cleanup on a couple of these squad 17 players, but when with the need, gonna end up finding 2 kills by the looks of things. They move over Abitsar. Oh, there we go. Magic ends up going down as well. UME cleaned up. Entity Gaming, they're in a fabulous position right now. There's 6 squads alive. Pretty much anybody's game here. Let's move over. Skills. Oh, nades coming in his direction. Jonathan able to find the knock in onto Mega Kill Boss. There's Mighty, who's going to be looking to quickly heal back up. He's the last man alive here for TNM. Dark Lord has taken a little bit of damage. Shots being fired. Circle's pushing in. Mighty is getting shot. He needs to hit the deck, but the Circle's going to finish him off. And now 8-bit, they're being put under pressure as well. Up from on top of the hill. What Skill's gonna be able to do? He is at the tree here, right next to Jonathan. But as soon as he steps out of the smoke, he's gonna end up going down. He's actually at the edge. Jonathan, has he spotted it out? No, he hasn't. Team BI though, they look very strong. They've been picking up kill after kill, and they're in an amazing position right now to get the job done in map number 1. Okay, look at what Electron's up to. Quick smokes out. Entity, they're going to drop the smokes in. 3 teams alive. That's a 4v1 V2, V3 rather. 4v1 V3 with the Rohan gonna find Gatak. And that's gonna be Jonathan, who's gonna have to push in. What can he do? He's gonna get into the smoke. He's gonna pop an energy drink as Gatak does get cleaned up. But Jonathan, what can he do? Can he spot any player out here? They're all above the ridge, out of that line of sight. He's gonna have to lose the backpack. The backpack is gonna be a dead giveaway. He's gonna stand out, and yeah, the cleanup comes in. Paritosh though will be able to find out, but Paritosh, with that, he's given away his position, and they're charging in. Gatak all alone gets cleaned up at the edge, and with that, Team BI gonna take the chicken dinner in map 1 of the grand finals. 12 kills chicken dinner. Entity Gaming, strong showing by them as well, considering they lost Neyu very early on, and they were in that standoff up against TNM, but they managed to dig themselves out of that situation. 2nd position, 6 kills in fact. They're still in the running. Squad number 3, I mean the team that did come 3rd position, and then they see they don't really have team tags up. They're going to finish up with 7 kills. Blur, 4th position, no kills though. 3 kills rather for TNM, 5 kills for Mega. NXT gonna finish up with 3 kills. Gods, 8th position, 4 kills in, and it's pretty much a low kill count for the rest of the team. So don't go anywhere. We'll take a quick 5-minute break. We will be back with the scorecard and map number 2 on Miramar to see if Team BI Entity can consolidate the lead on top of the scorecard, or will one of these rest of the teams cut the distance down. See you folks in just a bit.
When you walk in the room, you're still, and you can't see nobody else. I'm not the only one who feels that switch inside my body change. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are, but now our dinner plans run late, and I know your mother raised you right, so I don't wanna make you rush. And now and then can't help but wish this life was just the two of us. Oh, I just want you to myself. 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 You called to say that you will make it over to my place tonight. The office got you working late, and when you're off, you'll be too tired. I don't wanna make a scene. You're just so good at what you do. It's selfish of me to think that I'm the only dream for you. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself.
sunshine and not a lot of rain. A whole lot of happy and not a single tear on my face. Pockets overflowing with what I need today. Doesn't mean that it's easy, and it isn't always great, but it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good. The picture isn't perfect, the road ain't always straight. It gets a little crazy, and you know sometimes we need a break. But it's better than it could be. It should be. Taking what we're given, we can't complain, 'cause it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good.
Yeah, sometimes it's gonna rain, but I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a perfect picture, mister. You know that's true. But it ain't about what you say, it's about what you do.
Good. Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good.
Life is going like it should.
Life is going
Yeah,
like it
it's
should.
all good. It's all good. When you know where to look,
Gotta know, gotta know, gotta
it's all good, it's all good, it's all good. Good, it's all good. Life is going like it should.
Life is going like it
It's
should.
all good.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to ILG Cup Season 3 PUBG Mobile Minor number 3 Grand Finals. I'm Shades there and I'll be a caster for this game. We have all the players in the server. Game 1. We saw Team BI take a convincing victory. 12 kill chicken dinner. They're sitting on top of the scorecard right now. 42 points. Followed behind by Entity Gaming, who took second position. 6 kills. 28 points. Top 2 qualify to the playoffs that happen in January. And they walk away with 25,000 rupees. 20,000 for first place. 5,000 for second place. So a lot to play for here in this 3-mapper grand final. The flight is on its way. It's gonna be from north to south with a slight tilt towards the western side. And it's gonna start from Torre Ahumada through Los Leones and out. So should see teams spreading themselves out well. I don't see many of the popular places being inaccessible. Maybe Pozo and maybe Montenuvo is going to require a bit of parachuting, maybe even vehicles. As we look at an interesting situation here. Blah Hunter is all alone and he's going up against the entirety of gods. And he's desperately trying to parachute that bike there. He's gonna get it. He's gonna be able to find it. Is there gonna be any shots though fired? There is guns being picked up. When wants to charge in. Havoc already shooting in on this direction. But yeah, Hunter is gonna be long gone. And gods, he did have a small opportunity there, but Blur hold on to their 4 players. 3 of their players is actually still parachuting in. Hold that thought though, Seal. Up at boxing ring, the right opposite squad, number 13. Which is, oh, that's in fact GE. This is gonna look like it's a fight that's waiting to happen. Especially after what happened in map number 1. My question here is, GE, are they gonna be feeling like they want to take this fight? Alright, looks like there was a shot fired in that direction. Manu ends up taking a little bit of damage. And Max OP. Oh, he spots Manu. He's got to unscope at the worst possible time. He's got maybe a small window to shoot. Manu gets shot in the back. Max OP is going to make his presence felt. What's the play here? Manu Continuing to loot away. Max OP holds the angle with that SLR. It's gonna be an interesting fight here. GE. Oh, he spots Daksh out. But that's gonna be very risky. Moving out in the open. They only need a split second to get the damage in. And these windows inside the boxing ring actually is really good cover to take TPP, get the information. Manu's in fact rotated all the way towards the right side there. And he's going to continue to keep looting away. His level 1 West has taken a little bit of beating. So I don't see him taking a fight until he at least finds a level 2 West at the best. Unfortunately, he's not found anything much. One booster available. Nades being chucked. How good is it? Oh, he spots duck shot. He wants to go in with another nade. Max OP, 2 nades available. What's the play here? Held up tight. Pressure, in fact, coming in. Daksh needs to be careful. The previous nade was pretty close, and now he's going to turn back and probably think about going into one of the other windows and try his luck. It's KK though. He's watching this angle. He has eyes on Max OP. Twister in the open. Charges across. Max OP, wise decision. Doesn't pull the trigger. If he peeks out to shoot, it's KK. Immediately re-peeks that. Nade out. That's Manu tossing in the nades there. Might be thinking about making the push at this point of time. Max OP. Heals out. Oh, the nade, it's good. From Max OP does drop Daksh. The charge. They want to go. They need to primarily move a player in to go for the res. And they're actually going to move out. They're going to look to charge in. Keep your eyes peeled on Manu. Manu's able to retaliate back. Immediately gets the knock in. But already Hunter is down. They need to charge up. Max OP under pressure as well. Unfortunately, he's only got the burst fire with that M16. But he gets more damage done in. Max OP forced to go for the heal. The nade. The nade is coming close. How good is this? No, the first nade not on target. The second nade is no. Hunter goes down and Seal OP just needs to loot and move out. But that was amazing play there. They bait them out and Manu was ready with the crossfire. It's KK gonna push in. And Max OP has been dropped. That should be Max OP cleaned here. And Sandy, opens himself up, but he draws a lot of fire, drops really low. He has himself a first aid. Needs to blow. There's already players pushing in. Sandy can't heal up in time. Manu picks up the kill. And with that, they get the full squad wipe in. Squad number 8. Seal gets eliminated early on. Dynamic Gaming. Unfortunate circumstances, but decent duel. They had their shot early. Max OP got a lot of work done. Unfortunately, it wasn't nearly enough. Let's have a look at the map position right now. In the meantime, the circle has pushed, and it is pushed all the way towards the southeastern side. squads in that big clutter towards the northwestern side all need to move in, and that's where I expect action to unfold. It's Cloud, who had a pretty early exit the last time around. They're going to be looking to redeem themselves here. Edge of the circle, they're looting up Hacienda right now. No contest just yet. They have gods who are behind them in between Hacienda and Crater Fields. So they've got a fair bit of distance on them. No need to panic just yet. Let's move over to UME, who are currently up at Los Leones, and BI is probably going to be looking to come in on this direction as well. We're just on the western side of Los Leones. So despite being in the same city, they've quite a bit of distance on Umamba Esports. Let's look at Snacks. Snacks is actually riding not too far away from where GE currently is. Not sure he knows that they're pretty much in touching distance, and they're actually going to be driving in towards Los Leones, it seems. Both teams actually moving in with Scooby-Doo trucks. Are they going to take the deviation towards the open fields by the looks of things? And I hear shots in the distance. It's gonna be, in fact, you and me. I think they spotted out squad number 14. We're driving in the distance, and now I think they're behind the ridge, and they don't have a clear line of sight. Look at Blur. They just about make their way from the blue zone, and it's just a short ride in before you make it into the circle here. But there's a big clutter on the western side, as we have shots currently being fired by Mega Final Boss. They've lost one of the players behind them. TNM seems like they're getting into some action as well. They end up losing 2 players, dear Lord. It's down to Mighty as well as CG only. And they don't seem too safe either. Risk gonna end up bleeding out. Actually, he's healing back up. So I guess that's only Naughty who ends up going down. God's Wayne. They're actually driving past CG right now. And where are they heading though? They're also going to be heading into Los Leones. Cloud, very close to where Reyes currently is. You see, Reyes is able to spot them out. They've pushed up, actually right up next to them. He's been spotted. Squad number 12. He hasn't seen the other side. There's an entire squad that is pulled up right behind them. And he hasn't really explored over the ridge. They're right behind him. Oh, Eco gets shot at, and lucky for him, he is flirting with danger there. He's gonna pull up the vehicle and is gonna head back. Eco shows himself. He's like, yep. Thank you for the shots. We're gonna fall back, take TPP, and he spots Vishal. And he's been spotted. Shots from above. Ooh. Let's switch over TNM. They've lost one player. It's down to Risk. Risk is also down. Oh no. Both players here are gonna get flushed up. There's no retaliate. TNM, the nefarious mob winners of the lobby yesterday. I believe that was lobby number 2. And they're gonna end up going down early. CG is gonna be the only one who's alive. Let's move back over to this fight, and looks like Encore might also be going for a fight up against Gods. He spotted out the players. And oh, they've pulled up. They're going to go in for this fight here. They get the knock in on one of the players. They still continue to shoot Vishal on the side. How does he want to position himself? He's way out in the open. But yes, bird's eye view. Shoots away, but with that, I think he's given away his position, and he needs to worry about Eco as well. Zlatan has seen it, but with the AK, he gets significant damage done. 2 players out in the open. Oh, Avatar takes a lot of bullets in the back. Cloud, they want to engage in on this. Meanwhile, Encore, he's putting on the pressure here on Gods as well. 2 fights opposite places. The res does come off onto Avatar, but do they push here? They need to be worrying about flanks as well. Goes for the long route around Vishal. He cannot have one of the players re-peek when he does go for that open play. They're drawing fire in, and that's buying time for Vishal for this rotate. Does he expect RBX though? Oh, he hears the bullets. He's coming across. RBX is dropped. Flame OP. Problem for Vishal is if Vishal gets dropped, it is done. He will go down. There will be no chance of it. Oh, as I say that, Avatar peeks back out, and that should be Vishal done. How's Aryan going to play this? He spotted the player out. RBX, he's out in the open. He's not. Oh no, he should have probably fired that, but he's going to go for the smart play. He's going to try and go for the res, but they're pushing in fast. He's not being spotted out. Free fires through. He's whiffing the shots, and he's down. RBX cleans house, and with that, Ray's gonna clean up on Cloud. Unfortunate there. They'd gone for the push. Push looked good, but not good enough apparently. And switch over Manu. Gonna be driving in towards center circle. Very close to where RBX currently is positioned. Let's look at the map and where the teams currently are. So the circle does move centered around La Bendita as well as Minas Generales. And that pretty much means GE is in a really good position. Center circle, they're going to be able to hold this. They have vehicles as well. Raze is in a good position as well inside the crater. Gods in and around this. Three squads all around looking to see if there's anyone who probably wants to take this fights. There's these bunch of squads though towards the southern side, squad 7 and 5, and BI as well, late rotating. Going to be interesting to see if there are any casualties as some of these teams rotate through. Squad number 5 gonna have one player all alone, Hawkeye and Tito. Gonna look to rotate out of this. Shots being fired by, in fact, PUBG's, and they make it past the edge there, but they're aware now of PUBG's position. Hawkeye gonna waste some time. Oh, he's gonna spot out BI, who's gonna be driving in onto this current position. BI, they're only 2 players strong right now. ERX as well as Erotic, both in the blue. It's not in fact the full BI, is it? That is squad number 18. It's actually Spite of Faith, and they get the knock in. Hawkeye ends up taking the full spray there. And how's Tito gonna play this? Hawkeye is bleeding out, and Blur PUBG's has also come into this. Liquid OP gets spotted on the right, but Tito needs to worry about 2 directions right now. Hawkeye does get cleaned up. Yeah, Tito, he's seen him, but he gets shot from this side. Oh my god. And that should be the cleanup. As squad number 18, Spite of Faith, they're gonna try and pull this minibus out of that ditch. They're just stuck there for now. And eventually they do. A little bit of air time, but mission accomplished. Meanwhile, Snappy takes so much damage moving in as that squad number 17, I believe. TNM CG was all alone. He took some shots in on his direction. Snappy gonna park and head up. Meanwhile, Entity Gaming looks like they're gonna take a fight up against squad number 11. That is Death Squad on the hill opposite their current position. There's also Manu, who's pulling up against Umamba. Umamba currently being watched. And they're not aware of GE's position here. GE is right up next to them. They're moving out into the open. Manu can pull the trigger. He fires away, but he's given away his position now. They're aware of Sharik and co, and meanwhile the leaders end up losing one player. Blood Hunter's coming alone. He's taking in a lot of damage from Manu. This long range in with the AUG is still, the vehicle blows up. He's done for. Blur with that do get eliminated. King Abru is gonna pull up the vehicle. Shots being fired. Oh, there's players moving in and around the building. Manu, small opportunity there. He's gonna end up wrong place, wrong time of sorts. You and me, they still want to rotate back out. Manu though, advanced position, too risky at this point of time to take those shots. Meanwhile, Raze they're having squad number 14 come right up next to them. Manu's also firing up at this. Shots fired. RBX takes so much damage in, and he's forced to go back into heals here. Raze, they've been spotted out. Eco takes so much damage and is still spraying away. One bullet away from Manu finding that knock. Unfortunately, no, but RBX gets knocked down. And squad number 14, as we speak, are being breached. It's Encore and Co. We're looking to rotate. Encore is being fired on. And the charge comes through. Encore does manage to find one, and they're going to quickly use some time to bandage up the nade from Zlatan. How good is this? Comes in. Oh, barely misses onto Encore. The second nade not good enough either. And meanwhile, UME, they're setting up for this push in versus Mega Final Boss. NXT, they're going to be in a fight as well up against Gods. I believe that's only Rex here. He sprays away. He finds the first knock in. How much more damage can he do? The blue is not on his side. He has nades available. He spots the player out. He's going to drop the smokes. 69. I think he does spot him out here at the car. Smoke going to bloom out. That's going to give him some place to maneuver around. He still can't end up getting hit. He's going to pick the vehicle, move it a little, draw some fire. And he peeks back out. Goes, no! The trade comes in. And it was from 69. And they managed to hold on. Meanwhile, let's look at where Entity is. Entity is also looking to breach. They've already picked up one of the kills. They're going up against UME. I'm going to keep my eyes peeled up on Magic. Magic. Nade comes through. Paritosh. Oops. He's blocked himself up there. And he's going to have to move that vehicle. Actually, is he looking to move it out? That's a risky play if he does decide to do it. He does. He's going to look to pick up some of his teammates. And they're going to head out. They're going to disengage from this fight. Meanwhile, Chrisley going to come in guns blazing, find the first knock in. GE is also getting ready to fight the shots being fired. The players behind UME moving out into the open. Magic is all alone and he gets cleaned up. Oh no. That was Paritosh who was able to pick up that kill, and Kisley ends up getting down as well. And now Entity is getting shot at from the side. They're getting third-partied in by NXT. Jonathan, can he drive? He does manage to make it to some cover. That vehicle though is probably going to get blown up. Does he have time for the first aid? I believe he does. Should be able to first aid back up, but by some time we'll move over to GE. GE is under some pressure themselves. He spots out Jonathan. Quick 2 shots in. And are they going to look? Yeah, Jonathan is going to look to move the vehicle back. And Manu. Has gone charging up. Entity will get the res on. And Manu's getting shot at from behind. They have the backup coming in. Jonathan, meanwhile, is cleaning up onto squad number 11 and he taps away. Single tap with the M16. He's gonna find safe. He's gonna spot out skills as well and he cleans up. Beautifully done. 2 kills through, but Entity, they're wiping away G. They're being put out of prison. They're all out in the open. Oh no. And now Jonathan sprays away AK long range. What more damage can he get done? Zone's moving in. They're going to go down. Daksh is alone here. Snacks gets cleaned up. Encore able to find this in Entity Gaming. They come alive. Very unfortunate there for GE. The zone pushes in. They get third party from behind. And before they could realize it, they were too exposed. And they end up going down. It's down to the top 4 right now. Squad number 20, that is NXT2. We have Entity Gaming. Squad number 9 is still in play. That's Team Beyond Infinity, the team that did come first the last time around. They have only Bunny. Is Bunny right next to Jonathan right there? I believe he is. He's not too far away from his current position. They've not spotted each other out. There's already shots being fired. Jonathan is going to go for this. He's going to pull up in a very aggressive position, but there's a good chance for a third party at this point of time. Partosh finds the first knock in, and I think Jonathan is going to look to push this. NXT are going to hear this vehicle come. He's got perfect position if he wants to push in. Full commit onto this. Yes, he does. And Jonathan finds the first knock in. It's going to come down to how he plays this. He spots out Tarun through the corner. Couldn't get the first knock in. Turns back across. He's going to have to go for the reload out in the open, and he's going to get cleaned up. Jonathan is down. He finds the one knock only though. But now it's going to be down to AU and Partosh. The heals are coming out. Snacks ends up getting knocked down as well. We're going to keep our eyes peeled. Tarun finds the kill in Neyu. Gonna heal back up. Encore is trying to survive the blue here by the looks of things, and just pray to God that something happens. Neyu gonna get knocked down, and that's gonna be Entity eventually taking a fall. NXT in prime position now to clear this up. They spot the player. Oh, Paratosh is being shot at. But Encore is the one who cleans up. Paratosh is low. They're gonna go charging in. This is it. Last man standing. Paratosh against everybody. Satya gets spotted, and Paratosh immediately cleaned back up. Chicken dinner goes the way of NXT. 9 kill chicken dinner. Entity Gaming yet again second position, about 11 kills. LEFP gonna come in third position with 7 kills, and the winners from last time, Team BI, gonna come in fourth position with just the 1 kill. GE though, 11 kills, 5th position. That's a high kill round, and they're gonna be able to jump some spaces with that. I'm super excited to see how the scorecard is gonna look at the end of game number 2. We'll see you folks in about 5 minutes time as we move on to the decider, map 3 on Arangal. Who will take the victory here in minor number 3? Who will take the runner-up slot? And that 25,000 rupees prize pool split among those two, and the slots in the online playoffs in January. See you folks in just a bit.
When you walk in the room, it's still, and you can't see nobody else. I'm not the only one who feels the switch inside my body change. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are, but now our dinner plans run late, and I know your mother raised you right, so I don't wanna make you rush. And now and then can't help but wish this life was just the two of us. Oh, I just want you to myself. 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 You called to say that you will make it over to my place tonight. The office got you working late, and when you're off, you'll be too tired. I don't wanna make a scene. You're just so good at what you do. It's selfish of me to think that I'm the only dream for you. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself.
sunshine and not a lot of rain. A whole lot of happy and not a single tear on my face. Pockets overflowing with what I need today. Doesn't mean that it's easy, and it isn't always great, but it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. The picture isn't perfect, the road ain't always straight. It gets a little crazy, and you know sometimes we need a break. But it's better than it could be. It should be. Taking what we're given, we can't complain, 'cause it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, sometimes it's gonna rain, but I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a perfect picture, mister. You know that's true. But it ain't about what you say, it's about what you do.
Good. Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good.
Life is going like it should.
Life is going
Yeah,
like it
it's
should.
all good. It's all good. When you know where to look,
Gotta know, gotta know, gotta
it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Good. It's all good. Life is going like it should.
Life is going like it
It's
should.
all good.
All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? The final map, the decider of the grand finals here for minor number 3 of ILG Cup Season 3 PUBG Mobile. I'm Shades there, and I'll be a caster for this map. It's been unfolding over the last couple of hours, and as things stand, I want to have a look at what is currently the scorecard. It is Entity Gaming who lead on 61 points, and they're just about ahead of Beyond Infinity by 2 points. So sitting at 59, NXT sitting on 52, Death Squad on 42. So it's almost come down to a race between the top three, and Entity Gaming versus BI. Interesting to see who's going to take this map. We're going to start off flight path through Hospital all the way through Yasnaya and out. So it's going to be a northern flight path, Military Island, and the others is going to be a long way off. And I do expect a lot of teams to be heading towards Georgiopol area, which I already see. A couple of squads interested in heading in that general direction. There's gonna be 3 squads actually going containers by the looks of things. So that is where I want to keep my eyes peeled. Shots being fired. Squad number 17, the TNM Naughty is gonna be here. UME is gonna be here. This is my TV running around. He's just still dancing around. Eventually will get knocked, and that should be the cleanup here. Yeah, it is. Is there any sort of retaliate from the rest of squad 17? I don't believe there is. Naughty on the far side. Exotic gonna go for the right. There is squad number 7 here though. Reflex, Snappy, Hawkeye and co. And the squad 13, GE, also in this area. Containers just got a lot interesting. And we're gonna keep our eyes peeled at containers as well. It's KK. Manages to find the first knock in. Daksh taking in some damage himself. And GE, they're actually going to call to dive into the water, go for the swim. We already have Manu and Twista who's swimming away. Couple more players going to join in, and they're going to walk away from this clutter here at the containers. And meanwhile back, we're going to see TNM coming in. CG finds the knock in. He's boosted up. Barely spots Sharix there through the edge of his sight. Move over. Let's see what's up with Magic. Magic coming in for the res onto Sharix, is waiting for him to come inside the container. CG, is he going to push this? He spots out King Abru. Shots being fired. King Abru! They get the knock in, and King Abru will find the full cleanup. And what's the play now? UME. They're opposite to squad number 7. They're not out of trouble just yet. GE though has moved over towards the city. TNM. We keep our eyes peeled at what Naughty is up to. He's alone right now. There is Risk, who's crawling actually almost up to him. Is he going to risk this though? He can probably go for the res. No. Will he? Is just a little too far away, and he decides is not gonna be the right decision. And meanwhile, the push coming through. Snappy getting the job done. Magic able to find one. Snappy gonna drop back down. Gonna take some time. Gonna go in for the heal. Big Fudge does have the shotgun, and he cleans up actually onto stealth. 2 players on UME who are really low. Fudge wants to keep pushing this. He's given away his position though with the footsteps. Sharik above, and meanwhile Naughty does get cleaned up. This fight though is not done just yet. Big Fudge is gonna shoot away. He finds Sharix. And now, do they want to move in on two more? King Abru coming through. The res is already on its way. He has a nade available. Nade's gonna be everything. Is it close? King Abru looking to give chase. The nade! It should bounce over and it finds Sharix. The knock comes in. Two players. Magic also gets knocked down and it's all down to King Abru. All alone, 1v1. He's gonna go for the res. Oh, squad number 7. They pushed in. He needs to go for this. He stops the res. He hears footsteps all over. They're in the middle. Oh, there's the save coming in. King Abru has moved in. He fought out Big Punch. Big Punch getting shot in behind. He needs to turn back across. Can he stand? No, he can't. Big Fudge holds on and he cleans up onto one. And it's all down to Magic. Magic's alone. And he gets cleaned up by Snappy. Unfortunate. And Big Fudge always being put under pressure by GE Manu. Have they actually come in back to this area? I believe they have. They have indeed. They want to push in. Rez is already coming off here. Metallic able to put up Big Fudge. It's KK. Spots the player out. Metallic takes a little bit of damage. But they're going to keep pushing this. Molotov in. Players quick reposition back out. GE though want to push this and they want to push this now. Metallic looking to rotate behind, but surprise, surprise. Daksh is there. And he will be able to find one. Metallic being rezzed back up. Meanwhile, the push. Can they go for more? Snap, he's done a wonderful job. He finds one. The nade though will clean up. It's down to Snappy. He's heard this. How's Snappy going to play this out? Fudge is gone down. He's going to go for the flush and Snappy looks for that instant answer back and unfortunately he couldn't get it. And now he's going to get pincered back out. He's going to charge back out. Can he get dodge? Yes, he can. One knock in. Can he get the second one? It is covered. He turns back onto the player behind him. And Twister holds on, but that was close. GE, the timing couldn't have been any better there. They knew for a fact these three squads were going at it at North George and they wanted to pounce in on that opportunity, seize the situation. They pick up the guns, they move back in, they were swimming to go into the city, but they know they found that window and they come back in and walk away. The sole survivors right now at... Oh, what race? There's Avatar. I believe there was the sniper shot and he's given away his position. Avatar goes for the spray, but he's been spotted out now. He did spot out Daksh, but Raze, rest of Raze are also coming in. Not too far away. He has himself the M24. Raze versus GE. I thought containers was done. I was wrong. There's more fights that are gonna happen in this area by the looks of things. It's KK taking TPP right now. I think he spotted out Avatar is in the container. The rest of GE has spread out pretty well. Only 11 squads in the server. 5 are out of contention. 1 is about to be real soon unless it's a hardcore disengage coming out. It's KK joining up with the rest of GE. Raze is gonna be straight up ahead. And it's KK wants to cut the distance. They want to move in. They want to take this fight. GE not going to be in contention for the top 2 spots in this match. And no reason to actually try and look for the win here. Manu pulls up towards the far side. RBX has been taking TPP for a very long time. Oh, he's gonna spot Daksh's corner. This is Daksh. And he's gonna be relaying that information over. Did they move in though? Manu is falling back all the way behind and is gonna climb in onto the containers. So is Avatar. Manu, I believe he is going for the long flank across. This is going to be a big play. They have no idea that Manu has gone in on the far side. Just to give you an aerial view of what's happening. This is it. RBX, Zlatan, Eco, all holding these positions. It's KK looking for the peak, but they're behind them. RBX are behind them on this side. And look at where Manu's gone. Manu's gone for a bird's eye view of what's happening. But unfortunately, GE, they weren't able to spot this. Absolutely none. Avatar might end up getting spotted by Manu. Shots being fired. Avatar. He's trying to create some distraction, and Manu, he knows the direction those bullets are coming from. He's heard that. How is he going to adjust to this though? Does he want to take this fight? Does he want to engage in, or Daksh was so close. He was looking the wrong way a couple of minutes back, and that's going to keep the three Rays players pinned in here. Avatar moves into, in fact, that warehouse on the far left hand side, and Manu spotted this. Avatar, he's going to be looking to take TPP real soon. He's looking as well to see if he can spot anyone. Has himself the M24. He's looking for the flank, but he does not expect a deeper flank to have come through, and Manu on the roof. Has he seen this? No, he hasn't. There we go. Manu sees this. Avatar moving out into the open. DP fired, and he finds him. The quick clean up. Manu with that play finds the opener for GE. And this stalemate might have gotten broken up. Manu still in. I think that's RBX who's taking TPP. They know there's someone on the scaffolding right now. But as soon as they step out, it's going to be shooting practice. Yes, it is going to be long range, but regardless, it's going to be very hard. GE has pushed in. Daksh not too far away. And they know something's up. Oh, look at where Twista is. Daksh gonna peek out. He spots out the leg. He's trying to fire in into the corner. What's Zlatan's play here? Zlatan, he doesn't see him. I don't believe he sees him there. Nades coming through. Not gonna be good. 3v4. Footsteps being heard. It's KK has come in, and they're gonna go for the push. They're buying time for the push through. Pre-fires are ready, and they will find the two knocks in. They push hard and GE holds on. Nicely done. They only end up getting the one knock onto Daksh. They couldn't go for the full flush through as well. And GE clears out Raze as well to take the entirety of the containers to themselves. And let's use this time now. It's only 10 squads remaining in the server, 40 players. As we have a look at how the map looks like. The circle has gone, in fact, towards the northern side. It's centered around Georgiopol. Teams are going to be moving in on this general direction. We have GE at containers, Entity who is currently at North George, just at the cusp. There is Gods who are just below Georgiopol. Same goes with Static, that is squad number 18. We have Blur who are going to be making their way through Ruins. We have LEFP who are on that ridge. Squad number 11 is going to be looking to make their way all the way through the western coast. And they're probably going to set up shop just south of South George. So that's going to make this a very eventful final circle. It is, of course, between squad number 9 as well as squad number 16, Entity Gaming, both of whom have taken a pretty passive opener here. Entity Gaming right now, they're sitting inside a squad house. The other leaders we have Team BI. They're currently south of shooting range. And we'll switch over to Neyu, who's not sure if he spots out Vista there in range. GE, they were on that side of the containers. But I don't believe there's anyone here. BI, they're just 2 points behind Entity Gaming right now, and it's all going to come down to these final 15 minutes of play, if you're going to decide who walks away with those 2 slots, and more importantly, who walks away with a lot of money. There's 20,000 for first place, 5,000 for second place. NXT, they're going to come driving in. They found themselves a compound to hold here. Oh, but Blur, they pull up right next to Entity Gaming. In fact, this is going to be interesting. They're on top of the hill. Gonna keep my eyes peeled at PUBGM. The player on the roof, Paritosh, oh, the Kar 98 shot, PUBGM goes for the flick. It was close. But a whisker away, Paritosh. Lucky to survive, but oh, Blur! They're being put under pressure here. There's mega final boss up on the hill there. Bob Top fires away, and PUBGM goes for a quick spin. Do they want to give chase? I believe they do. Squad number 10 will want to move in on this. Entity Gaming also going to pull out, but where are these guys heading? I think they're heading in towards, I believe, the bridge. Yes, it is. They're going to look to take that bridge, but switching back over squad number 10. They're driving right past squad number 9. As we see some shots being fired in the distance, it's going to be at Team BI. Second position currently. They need to ensure they come at least top 3, top 4 if they're looking at qualification. They definitely need to take the chicken dinner if they're looking at winning minor number 3. Let's switch over to the leaders yet again. Entity Gaming driving past, and we might see GE taking a fight here. Twister gets one knock. Manu's been spotted out as well. He's going to go for the res. It's KK. It's pretty healthy though. Let's look at this bit. Manu is looking to fall back. Currently not being spotted by gods when It's KK is providing cover. And yeah, Manu's going to be able to make it back into the building nice and safe. Taking time to heal back up. Twister. He's going to have to make a run for it as well. He's going to drop the smokes in. Goes for the run. Unfortunately, Wen isn't peeking this. And that should be both the players back to safety inside the building. Let's move over to squad number 14, LEFP. As let's quickly have a look. He's taking some long range shots, and I want to have a look at the circle though and how things are developing here. The circle moves in out of Georgiopol and towards those hilly regions east of the containers. We have squad number 14, 18, 5 and 9 already inside. GE is going to be slowly moving in. Entity though, they're coming in very close towards squad number 20, and this is probably going to decide shots being fired in this area. And Mega Final Boss actually gets drove past this. He's going to get off and he's going to start firing at Mega Final Boss. That is ballsy play there from Nayu. So risky, but he takes it. He takes the gamble, and there's more shots in this direction. Squad number 10, I believe they were still giving chase with one of the vehicles. And Entity gonna be able to survive this. Let's switch over to 8-bit as they're going up against squad number 14. It's a pretty tight situation right now as Saksham actually ends up going down in the distance. The shots being fired. Mega Final Boss. Oh, he gets knocked down. GE is third partying into this as well. Ghost under a lot of pressure. They're going to look to heal back up. And look at this. Skills has also pushed in. They have bird's eye view onto squad number 10. We're being put under pressure. Tarun ends up getting knocked down. Vehicle should get blown up here, and that should kill 2. At least they're going to reposition back out. Win is down as well from Gods. Skills will eventually blow that up, but he's got the squads pinned in. Both these squads in fact have aerial view of all the squads around here, but I don't think they know they're gonna be right next to each other. NXT has been spotted out long range. Shots with the TP. He gets the knock in. Skills far firing from above. They will eventually have to go in for the reses here. As we switch over, OP coming in the blue zone. He gets cleaned up. The quick knock comes in. Mega Final Boss. Circles pushed in as well. Boss needs to move, and he needs to move now. And NXT, they need to worry about the squads that are shooting in from above. OP does get cleaned. Meanwhile, this is the fight between the leaders. The fight that's gonna decide it all. Entity versus BI. The fight for that first place begins. Let's move over. This is the fight that decides it all. Neu gonna go in for the flank. Avitsar is here. Electron has been spotted out. Avistar is holding this angle though, but he's gonna be all alone. He gets knocked. That's gonna be the flank wide open. Avistar is not gonna have an opportunity for his teammates to come in for the res. They need to worry about people pushing in from behind as well, which is why you see Neu constantly glancing over his shoulder to see if there's anyone here. Jonathan looking for the peak. All the players right in front, all of them taking TPP. Far range, we see squad number 18 that's gonna come driving into the middle of all of this. They're done for. The squad out in the open. One player down, two players down. That nade should clean up both. They're not changing focus. Oh, 8-bit. They've pulled up behind and now shots being fired by Jonathan. Now I think this is when Avistar, he goes for the push. Entity though, they hold on. They get some damage done in, but they need to address the situation right now. Behind them, do they push up? Do they push behind? BI Rohan though ends up getting knocked down. Jonathan, nade, gonna be tossed in far behind. It's not on point, but someone needs to go in for the res on to Rohan. Avistar is gonna push in. This is the fight that's gonna decide who wins. This is what it comes down to. Entity versus BI. Manu in the distance does end up going down. We're gonna keep our eyes peeled on this though. This is the decider. This is pretty much gonna say who walks away on top in this minor. Jonathan. He's gonna keep his eyes peeled. Avistar goes down. And that's in fact Exotic who pushes through. They want to go for more. Electron able to hold on, finds one. He does get the full flush out. And there's still two more players in this direction. Both teams, there's third party coming into play. Let's move over and see what Entity are gonna be up to. Blood gonna go pushing in there inside. Rohan is really low. Electron needs to make this happen. Rohan does get healed back up. Meanwhile, on the other side, Entity, they get cleaned up. Entity are done. They get pushed down. And now it's all down to BI. They just need to survive. They're getting shot at long range. Rohan does find one. They just need to hold here. What more can they do? Shots being fired. 69 is down. They want to get all these flushes. They need the kills. Electron finds one. And they're gonna find Satya as well. He's gonna go for the flush. You just need to connect in. Slow patience. There you go. He gets two. Every single point counts. They've cut the distance in Entity Gaming. They get third partied, unfortunately. There was just too much happening. Squad number 11 was there, and we saw a couple more squads join in on the action. And when the pressure came in from squad number 18, BI were able to hold on. And now they're in prime position to close this out. More shots. Hunter has been spotted as well. Kislai. This guy has had an amazing game as well. He's sitting on 3 kills. He's looking at BI. On top of the hill, we have Hunter. We have PUBGM. And they're going to take the vehicle, move back out. As the play, PUBGM does get hit hard. Kislai getting shot at. Electron finds another. He peeks back out and he's buying time now. Kislai, the nade. This is going to be good. This looks good as it's primed back across. Nope. Doesn't get the job done, but 8 kills. Still being put under pressure. Skills has taken a knock, and that should be the full flush coming through. Electron finds another. They're stacking up the kills. 3 kills that they've picked up in the last few seconds. Electron doesn't want to reveal himself here. Kislai on the floor. Hunter does eventually go down. Dark Lord picks that up, and it's down to Team 9 versus Team 11. Nades being primed. It's being tossed over. 1 nade here. I expect BI to go for the push. There you go. The knocks come in and they go for the chase. Kislai and the Filthy Lord. Only they need to go for the reses. Kislai quick loots back up. Are they going to charge? Yes, they will. There's Electron going in for... Oh, he spots out Kislai. The nade also gets some damage done in. But the res is already through. Kislai is going to go ahead, pop that first aid. And meanwhile, Electron continues to charge back up. He spots one player over the ridge. But he can't fully peek this. Electron still taking TPP here. Spots out Kislai. The zone has moved in and it continues to move. They need to move back out. He moves out into the open. He finds one. And now with that, they're going to go charging through. Dark Lord has been spotted out as well. He's down to half HP. Vehicle gets blown back up. Circle's pushing in. Electron needs to push. He's moved, exposed himself out of the open. And they will get the 1 knock in. Dark Lord survives. And it's all down to Rohan. He's all alone here. Is he going to go for the res? Yes, he is. Safe. He's going to go for the res as well. On to Kislai. But BI, they've secured their victory here. And they're going to push ahead. They spot him out edge of this. At the edge, and that's it. Game done. Chicken dinner for Team BI. 11 kills in, and they will be your champions here today of ILG Cup Season 3 PUBG Mobile Minor number 3. Entity Gaming gonna finish in 6th position with just the 1 kill. We're gonna have to wait and see if that is enough to give them the 2nd position and take them into the online playoffs. Safe and Co did finish up with 10 kills in 2nd position. Blur 3rd position, 3 kills. NXT 7th position, 4th, 7 kills, 4th position. I'm out of words right now. I'm speechless. He had an absolute amazing finals as well. Unfortunately, they couldn't really get a high on top of the position scorecard, which is why despite 10 kills, they find themselves in 7th position. Thank you so much for all the players who participated this entire minor. Big shout out to every single viewer who tuned in on the stream as well. Hope to see you guys next week as well as we kick off minor number 4 on Monday at 6 p.m. For now, from all of us here at the lxgtv studios, it's goodbye, good night. This is Shade Slayer signing off. Do wait about 5 minutes time till we get to you the final scorecard to see which are the 2 teams that move on to that online playoffs in January. See you folks.
switch inside my body change. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are, but now our dinner plans run late, and I know your mother raised you right, so I don't wanna make you rush, and now and then can't help but wish this life was just the two of us. Oh, I just want you to myself. 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 You called to say that you will make it over to my place tonight. The office got you working late, and when you're off, you'll be too tired. I don't wanna make a scene. You're just so good at what you do. It's selfish of me to think that I'm the only drink for you. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself.
sunshine and not a lot of rain. A whole lot of happy and not a single tear on my face. Pockets overflowing with what I need today. Doesn't mean that it's easy, and it isn't always great, but it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Isn't perfect, the road ain't always straight. It gets a little crazy, and you know sometimes we need a break. But it's better than it could be. It should be. Taking what we're given, we can't complain, 'cause it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. It's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, sometimes it's gonna rain, but I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a perfect picture, mister. You know that's true. But it ain't about what you say, it's about what you do.
Good. Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good.
Life is going like it should.
Life is going. Life is going
Yeah,
like it
it's
should.
all good. It's all good. When you know where to look,
Gotta know, gotta know, gotta
it's
know.
all good. It's all good. It's all good. Good. It's all good. Life is going like it should.
Life is going. Life is going like it
It's
should.
all good.